Talk, Chalk Talk, Chalk Talk, Chalk Talk, Chalk Talk, Chalk Talk.
Yo, welcome to Chalk Talk. Today we have Khaos coming out.
What's up?
Coming out for the podcast.
Yeah, man.
Man, we were just already talking so much that, I just had to go ahead and hit record. We're talking about stickers and merch and stuff, and, we're jumping into it. What are you talking about? You trying to get some shirts made?
Yeah, man, definitely. I've been trying to get some shirts made. I've got the sticker game pretty much on lock right now. I've been doing really well with those, trying to slap them and tag them all over the city. Just brand recognition is everything in this day and age.
Yeah.
But yeah, next move is t-shirts. I've been trying to come up with a cool design and all that other stuff, but I've been so busy with obviously my career with Entertain that my Khaos project has been on hold, but things are starting to come back into play and all that other stuff. So after I've always seen your shirts, and you're kind of really the only one other than I think Chad Downing has been putting out some cool stuff.
Those look cool.
Those look really good. He did a good job.
Yeah, I know, because he got the long shirts.
Yeah, he got those long tees. Those long tees. Shout out to Chad, man. Good work on those. Really, I think you two are the only ones that I've really actually been seeing with actual merch.
Nobody will buy it if you don't have it.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody will buy it if you don't have it. I'm always having people ask for it. So that's definitely something I'm looking forward to. So if you got the hookup on t-shirts, holler at your boy, because I'm definitely trying to get some of this made within the next month or two.
Well, you said you're not able to focus on your own Khaos project.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean? What have you been doing?
So recently what I've been doing, I work for an entertainment company called Entertain. And what we do is we specialize in providing entertainment for corporate parties, private events, birthdays, all that other stuff. But mainly the main focus that I've been doing more than anything, as funny as it sounds, is I've been doing weddings. But you want to talk about
big money.
You want to talk about where the money's at, where I'm able to afford these 90 edition Nike Air Maxes. I don't know if the camera can see them or not. Is through
no, you can't, but you can kick them up.
Oh, absolutely, I'll kick them up. The Miami 90 South Beach Air Maxes.
How rare are those?
Very rare.
Yeah.
My buddy Christian Moore told me about them. We actually ordered them and posted them online on Instagram, and I was like, "Yo, dude! First off, I've only owned one pair of Air Maxes, and I was back in high school and really weren't that popular.
Yeah.
And then I was like, yo, as soon as I saw those, I'm always about the bright, pastel kind of colors. Love black. Obviously, we're both decked out in all black, but anything that also kind of pops catches my attention. So as soon as I saw them, I had to have them, but they're very rare. So
how many are there? Do you know?
I think they've been selling them kind of recently at Foot Locker and Foot Action. You can't really get them at Champs or anything like that. They're kind of more an online thing. I had to use this app called StockX, which is it's a buyers, traders, sellers app for sneakers.
Is there a bunch of Supreme and stuff?
Yeah,
on
ton of Supreme, but some of the editions they have in there, man, they've got Jordan and Gucci and Louis Vuitton shoes going for in the thousands, and there's people making bids on them and all this other stuff. So
people buy that shit and then sell it,
and then return around and resell it and just make more profit. It's ridiculous. I've never been a sneakerhead as much as you can say.
Yeah.
My shoe game is definitely stepped up a little bit more now that I've kind of found some more stuff that I like.
Yeah.
But like you said, man, black pair of Nikes with me or black pair of Vans, I'm good to go. But I'm super stoked about these. But back to what we were talking about with the project being put on hold is I've been doing just weddings, man. I mean, I did one this past Saturday, and that marks my 40th wedding, I think, this year alone. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So
people cash out on those weddings.
Dude, you want to talk about cashing out? I did an American Indian wedding at East Ivy Mansion. Let's say it was probably back in May, and dude, no joke, probably spent $20 grand easily. The venue itself is pretty expensive. Then they had a 2-course meal. They had full Indian dish and a full American dish, and then obviously us, and then the photographer, and then the caterers, and then 275 people that they also fed. So, and plus her mom and dad are straight from India. So her dad and her brother was a neurosurgeon or brain surgeon or something like that at Vandy. So just stacks of money. But yeah, you want to talk about paying out, man. They pay out But I'm excited though because like I've got a little bit of a break in August where I'm able to like link up with like homies like you, and I've got a couple more residencies that I'm announcing as well that are taking off like actually tomorrow, and I'm able to kind of focus more a little bit on what I've been trying to do as well with like production and trying to get not obviously my name out there because that's obviously not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to continue to stay on like the right path because like we talked about earlier before the cameras were on, like a couple years ago, man, the electronic scene in Nashville was booming. I mean, we had stuff going Thursday through Sunday almost every week.
Well, there's a lot of stuff going on this week.
No, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that it's non-existent. I mean, shout out to obviously Grande Thursdays with Johnny and his team. That's been taking off, man. With the back corner. The back corner's the spot.
Yeah.
Like, that is like
it's weird how clubs go for like
spot.
Just like you saw Scene and Anthem and stuff, it's only for like a couple years. And then it switches.
Someone either buys them out or they're like, hey, we're not making rent anymore, so like we'll go ahead and turn this into like a Japanese restaurant. Like I don't know if you've seen Anthem or anything recently lately is now like some high-end, I believe like Japanese steakhouse.
I don't know.
I've not even been in the building since Anthem.
Did you ever go to shows at 12th and Porter?
Oh, all the time.
When's the last time something's been going down over there?
Dude, last thing that I did at 12th and Porter was this show called Pancakes and Booze. And what
Sounds fun.
It was actually, it was literally what it was a pancake art show party.
Oh, where they do the designs.
Yeah, where they do like designs, but they were also serving free pancakes, and they also had like a couple electronic artists. And I ended up like just sending out my EPK and ended up getting in contact, and they checked it out like, dude, we'd love to have you. Ended up playing that show with this cat from New Jersey, I believe. He's up north by the name of Swizzy Mac. You ever heard of him?
I don't think so.
It's this like Jersey club like producer DJ that's really, really, really fucking cold. Like he's sick. He's dope. Definitely different style than what we're used to in the South, but he was really cool. We vibed with that. So that was one of the last things that I've seen. And then I remember like all of like, if you remember like Mad Decent block parties.
Yeah.
And then like when
they had a few other block parties.
Yeah, they had a couple other block parties. Like when I used to work for Disco Donnie and Ultimo, we did the Monster Block Party.
Yeah.
2 years
I remember
in a row. That was down there. That was like Steve Aoki, Waka Flocka. Yeah. Yeah, I actually played inside Anthem. I didn't get to play main stage.
Oh, but still.
But yeah, so they had like 12th and Porter was open. They had like that side stage, and then Anthem was open for that side stage, and then the main stage was obviously in that back lot. But some of my fondest memories with 12th and Porter, and then before it was Anthem, was also called was like the original, like at the time was called Dayglow. Yeah. Now it's now known as Life in Color. Did you ever go to any of those? You remember those paint parties?
It was back there too. Yeah.
That was always the lot that they always used
that big lot over there.
Yep, that big lot. Yep.
I went to one of those.
It was
when it was over there. I've been to a couple.
Yeah, I've been to too many of them, man. It kind of got to the point where it was really, really fun because it was kind of like underground and it was very like housey type ish.
It was all house.
It was all house, pure house. I mean, it was nothing but house. I was like, as a dubstep and metal kid, I was like, okay, I'm digging this, man, but like
y'all need to
like,
drop it
where's
down.
the drop at, yo? Like, what is going on? Like,
I felt the same way.
We'll do the whole 4 on the floor all day, 128 through 122, but like, give me that 140.
You just have to go there and be ready to fucking like get painted or something.
Oh, absolutely, like, either that or.
Because I was there trying to like, what you said, get some halftime shit in, and it was none.
And I heard it was a paint party, so I mean. This was before I even started my Chaos project. I just moved back to Nashville from college where I played football at in Indiana. So I was just now at MT, and I got on board with this company that's still going pretty well right now, but they're known worldwide, Disco Donnie.
Yeah.
So like the Nashville branch is also known as Ultimo.
Yeah.
So it's like Disco Donnie Ultimo was always the one that kind of had like the rights to it. But like you said, man, I remember my first one. It was like Dayglow 2011, 2010, 2013, one of those years.
That's probably there.
And it was all blue. They only used blue paint. Do you remember that? Like that was like their promotion thing. Like it was like.
Well, they always
blue.
Passed out different shit though.
Yeah. It was really cool because like at first I was like, this is fantastic. Like there's half naked chicks running around, like electronic music. Really didn't really know too much about it, but I went with a couple of friends. But then I just kind of got like bored after a while because it was just so repetitive.
The same music,
It's the same music over and over.
Yeah.
But then you
I
look
feel
at
like that's for like the younger. There's always the younger crowd
Oh,
there. I guess,
absolutely.
I guess because you go when you're like 20.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh shit.
Okay.
It's just all house.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I don't know. Fuck it. Maybe you might just be like, I haven't been back in a long time, but maybe one day it'll be like, all right, fuck it, let's go get painted.
The last one that I went to was the last one that I played, and that was at.
I'd definitely play it.
Yeah, it was phenomenal, dude. It was the biggest stage I've ever been on my entire life. I played in front of like 4,000
Is that the one
people.
in the Titans?
Yeah, it's the one at Titan Stadium. Yeah, it was with Adventure Club, Cash, and I believe Coach was on it.
Was that one of the ones that was like a 5K too?
Yeah, no.
The color run?
No, that wasn't the color run. That was just Life in Color.
Just normal.
Just normal.
Tight.
But it was all ages, so like tripled.
They switched the music up
Yeah,
too.
they switched the music. They've added a lot more like dubstep and kind of more like trap and more like obviously they want to stick to their house roots. That's all I needed.
That's all I needed.
And at the time, I became good friends with this dude named Paul Reed, who is head of marketing down in Miami for LIC. And the way I kind of was able to get on the show was just prove myself within my music, had a fan following, and I was able to sell tickets. And dude, you want to talk about a hustle? Bro, they sent me like 150 of those bitches. I sold all of them.
To which event? That one?
To Life in Color.
Yeah.
And they were going, I couldn't remember at the time, I think maybe like $25 to $30 a pop. Not anything crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do the math, like obviously like 30 times 150, I mean, I was walking around with like thousands of dollars. And
Did you get to keep? How much of that did you get to keep?
I got a percentage. I got like a commission. I believe it was like 10% of a ticket. So if I sold one for $30, I'd keep $30. Mm-hmm. Doesn't sound like a lot, everybody, but when you sell 150 of them, it's $300. And then on top of that, I got an artist pay as well from playing at the show.
Yeah.
Wasn't anything crazy. Like I said, it wasn't about the money for me at all. It was about the experience.
Yeah.
It was about the environment. And I'll never forget, man, that show was insane because I was only slotted for 45 minutes. But Cash ended up running late, I believe. They got off like the plane late.
Yeah.
So they like gave me an actual like hour and 15 minutes to play.
Yeah.
When I built my playlist, I only had about 50 minutes worth of music.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I had other playlists set to the side.
Yeah.
What was crazy, while I was like telling this story though, man, is when I originally signed the contract for it, in the guidelines, I would say, they told me I couldn't play anything that was hard. I couldn't play anything on the Beatport Top 100. I couldn't play anything that was good, pretty much.
Right.
I had to set the vibe as a very minimal, low tone.
Nothing hard.
Nothing hard, exactly.
What does that mean?
I
Just
know.
Chill out?
Yeah, just kind of chill out. And so, yeah, exactly. So just like a lot of 122, 124, 128 type stuff. And then I kind of got into a little bit more bass house. And then like, I believe I started at like 7. So like 7:45 rolls around, like 45 minutes in the set. There's probably already 1,000 people there.
Yeah.
It just packed.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, you know what? This is my one opportunity. The least I can do is like probably get pulled off stage. I said, you know what? I'm going to pull the trigger. It's worth it.
Yeah.
I dropped 3 trap songs back to back.
Yeah.
The whole crowd just exploded.
Yeah.
It was an overwhelming experience.
Why didn't they want you to do that? Just to save it for the end?
Yeah, save it for the energy for the headliners. You know,
I
EDM
guess.
is all based off politics, man. It's all like mine and your level. We're opening up for a mid-tier or international headliner. Everywhere you go, you're gonna have your locals who are trying to set the vibe for the show, which obviously is what they do. But at the same time, like, we want to showcase our talents as well.
Be so fun. Hey man, don't go too hard, all right?
Exactly. And you're playing in front of 1,000 people at the world's largest paint party. So, Steven, my phone was sitting right here next to the CDJs, and I've got about 20 more minutes left. And the stage manager runs up, and he's like, hey, you got about 20 minutes left. And I look over at my phone, and it's Paul texting me. So I trust myself enough that I'm midway through the song. I've got time to like pull up my phone and look at it real fast. And he goes, dude, what did I tell you? I told you not to play stuff like this. So I'm like, man, I'm just going to let the song ride out. out. And I look back at my phone. 3 text messages later, he goes, you know what? You're killing it. I see the energy that you're building. Keep going with it. So then I just got harder.
Yeah.
And then I got harder.
Yeah.
And then I got harder. And then that's when I kind of like started getting into more like I got into a little bit of dubstep. I couldn't break it out too much because obviously like I didn't want to get in trouble. But I ended up like breaking out like Keys and Crates and like just some real high energy upbeat type stuff.
Just like fuck it.
Yeah, just like at that point I was just like I'm already 50 minutes into the set. I've got 15 to 20 minutes left. Like I'm gonna make my mark, and then thankfully, dude, I was able to make my mark. And he ended up talking to me about 5 minutes afterwards. Kind of told me, "Hey, we normally wouldn't allow that to happen because like we don't allow that to happen." But he's like, "You did such a good job. You read the crowd. You didn't go way over the top." And I mean, I told him also, I was like, "Paul, like you guys had blue dimmed lights on me pretty much the entire time when I was playing. Like it looked like I was in like this spaceship thing that like had this big LED ring around me, but the entire stage was just like this dim lit blue. I can only see about 3 rows, and I'm elevated in the air. I can only see about 3 rows back, and there's like 1,000 people there already. So I couldn't see anybody. I couldn't see reactions. I couldn't see faces.
Yeah.
So eventually, the lighting guy, when I started getting a little bit heavier, started like playing around with the lights more
to make them like flicker and shit.
Yeah, exactly. So I ended up getting a lot of new fans and
I would think that there would still be people that follow.
Absolutely, a lot of people from the front row. It was also an incredible time, man, because Adventure Club ended up being there, and Coach ended up playing right after me, man, and I was really nervous because it was the biggest stage I've ever played on. It was really like the 10th to 11th time I've ever played on CDJs. Yeah. And got a lot of compliments that night. It was fun. Yeah. I miss that kind of environment that was in Nashville. Not so much LIC, but just kind of like that, you know what I'm saying? Just like that hometown feeling where you're able to say, like, I'm playing for my hometown.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't even give me a mic, man. I wasn't even allowed to have a mic.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Oh, well, I didn't need a mic. Let the music do the talking. Screw a mic, right?
What if you just had, like, pre-recorded, like, MP3s?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Let's go.
Everybody jump. 1, 2, 3. Put your fucking hands up. Yeah, exactly.
That's funny as hell.
It is funny. And honestly, man.
That would be funny as hell.
It would be hilarious. Like if I was just queuing it up in between each one. Everybody. And people were like, that sounds like Cody's voice, but he's not even talking on the mic. That would just be like a really good troll. I wish I actually could have done something like that. That actually is a fantastic idea.
Well, let's see what you're trying to say about the difference between 5 years ago and now. Yeah. Because you're trying to say that there's some sort of big difference.
Absolutely. I feel like there's
in the scene
a major gap when it comes to how open Nashville is with the projects and music that we do. So we've got our venues, Marathon Music Works, Cannery Ballroom, Mercy Lounge.
I fuck with Little Harpeth is a good one.
Little Harpeth is fantastic. I played double loads there 2 Saturdays. You were obviously there. Shout out to Avery Entertainment and the double loads and Dave and all his
team. It's a good place, though.
Awesome. It's fantastic. I hope they continue to bring back more electronic music because it was beautiful, man. The production was solid. It was a brewery, so we're never going to run out of liquor or beer.
Yeah.
Or
do they serve liquor there?
I don't think they actually served it that night because, like...
I've never seen... They just always have their beer.
They always have their beer, yeah. So John was telling me a little bit about something like how they're trying to get liquor in there because a lot of people go there and actually like request for a mixed drink, but they don't have their beer.
That's always going to be
a thing. That's always going to be
But at least it's a good...
But yeah, it's good beer. Yeah, Little Harpeth.
It's not just like Pabst, Bud Light,
absolutely.
Yingling.
And then so you got that like the new venue at Topgolf, which they're now calling the Cowan, and then you got like I said the inn, the basement, exit in.
A lot of fucking places.
A lot of places. What I have seen over the years and being involved for about the past 5 years is that things have gradually started turning away for electronic music because either 2 things. A, people don't spend enough money at the bar, from what I've heard from some venues, or B, the headliners that we get aren't drawing enough of a crowd, which I think is complete and total bullshit, in my opinion. Yeah. I mean, I've seen and played with and been fortunate enough to meet some major acts. I mean, like we had RL Grime at Exit In 2 years ago. One of the best performances I've ever seen. Yeah. And he came to a venue that I think the capacity is only like 300 to maybe 400. Yeah. You know, Exit In. I mean, it's not very big at all. Mm-mm. But those intimate shows is where it's at. So anyways, like I'm saying, so you got like the back corner now. You got stuff like that Grande's doing. You got stuff that like Avery Entertainment's doing, like Savage Saturdays. You got stuff that like you guys are doing. Like, are you at Cobra, right?
Cobra tomorrow.
Okay,
yeah.
Cobra. So like, yeah. So we got stuff like that locally that's going on.
Yeah.
People will back us to an extent for like our friends and like our close fans.
Yeah.
In order to draw more variety of Nashville, you've got to get some, what I would consider radio headliner in there. You know what I'm saying? Like your Marshmello or like your Cascade or someone along those lines.
That's
who
big.
Are fantastic artists, fantastic producers. Not hating on that at all. What I'm hating on is how Nashville has kind of shut its doors towards our scene, what I feel like. The venues that we are currently doing stuff at are low number to medium capacity venues. But you look back 3-4 years ago, like you said, when we used to go to shows at Anthem, 12th and Porter.
It's a shitload of headliners.
Dude, every week.
Who was bringing those people here?
Disco Donnie.
Yeah, I was about to say. Probably.
Disco Donnie, Ultimo, Full Circle. Shout out to the homie Blake Atchison.
They're still.
There was another one that was also around.
I mean, they still do shit.
Yeah, no, they do. He does. It's just not as frequent because the venues have, I don't want to say shunned, but like have closed their doors on, because more people in Nashville that are moving here, I feel like, want to hear more of that pop country and that top 40 bullshit that you can find along Broadway.
There's still an underground scene.
Oh, absolutely. The underground scene, I think, is fantastic here.
Everyone who grows up here, I mean, some of them are country. I guess there's just a little bit of everybody.
A little bit of everybody.
But there's still those
music taste for literally anyone you can find in Nashville. I think the main thing that lets me down more than anything, man, is just the amount of volume that we were able to bring throughout like Anthem and Scene. Like, I remember when Anthem was really, really, really taking off, like 2000. I mean, it was always fantastic, but when I was really, really attending a lot of shows, I mean, I saw everyone from Zed's Dead to Cosmic Gate, who's like a trance artist who I never even really messed with trance, but it was still a sold out show. Yeah. To, I mean, Diplo and Zed's Dead did their after party there after the Mad Decent Block Party. I mean, I've seen Dioro there, Jaws, before he even blew up, Borgore.
That was right when the Trap Shit was coming out.
Yeah, like really heavy. Yeah, like more, Trap Shit was actually coming out. Corella, Adventure Club. That was probably the craziest show I've ever seen in my entire life, was Adventure Club at
Where'd
Anthem.
they play it?
It was.
They played a few times.
They played a few times, yeah, but it was like the last time that they played at Anthem. I think it was. I was working with Disco Donnie, and I believe it was like 2015, and it was so hot in there.
Yeah.
Fire alarms and were going off because they were just the amount of body sweat, the amount of heat, and the amount of.
You think it was getting misty and shit?
Oh, misty, dude! Girls were taking off their tops.
Yeah.
Obviously, the tits weren't out or anything, but girls were taking off their tops. I was shirtless, and I was on stage hanging out with Yasmin, like right next to me, because her and Leighton were dating at the time from Adventure Club. There was a couple of other people that were up on the balcony, completely shirtless. And normally with Anthem being that kind of like high-end venue, they kind of wanted to set that tone of like, hey, like we're not a venue where you could just come in like baggy sweatpants and a hoodie.
Yeah.
But because that show was so crazy, so packed, so wild, people were having such a good time, security didn't care. They couldn't you couldn't even move. You couldn't move. And those shows, to me, Nashville doesn't get anymore.
Right.
Like, for example, when Cascade was here at Limelight, I think like a year ago. I don't even think it sold out.
Right.
And that's Cascade.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah, he's like
massive.
he's been number one DJ before.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like
and
DJ Mag.
And it has been since like me and you were like in high school.
Yeah.
And before like I even knew what electronic scene was.
Yeah.
So it's not that our scene is non-existent and guys like me and you and Johnny and John Avery and Dex aren't working their ass off to put stuff together. I feel like Nashville saying, hey, Steven, can I hear Taylor Swift? Walking up to you at the back corner and you're doing an all electronic show. Some girl who's there on the weekend, I'm saying with her boyfriend or bachelorette party or whatever, trying to throw you a request while you're doing an all milk chalk set. That's the kind of things that didn't exist back in the day. Because people went there to have a good time with their friends and then see those headliners or the local artists that were playing with them.
There's a shitload of local stuff.
A lot of local stuff.
It's because there's more DJs now possibly, I would think.
Absolutely.
A little-
I feel like the whole electronic scene is oversaturated.
Well, we were there watching it blow up.
Oh, absolutely.
I guess it was, it's always been what it is, but then dubstep came along and it got to
These
be
new
that.
subgenres,
Yeah, and the new
massive.
sounds and
The
shit.
new sounds. I mean, I've never seen more of a following than I have with the rhythm kids.
Yeah,
And don't get me wrong, I'll choose dubstep over rhythm all day.
right.
2 reasons. A, I gotta have a melody. I gotta have some sort of melody.
Uh-huh.
Rhythm's cool.
Yeah,
I can get down to it at a set, at a festival, or a headliner playing it. But for a whole set, man, for a whole hour 15,
yeah,
just rhythm
Yeah.
after rhythm after rhythm,
yeah.
dude, no.
I could,
man.
honestly, I could do it. I know I play it too. Man,
I've-
I've been listening since I was probably like 2014. I mean,
Yeah.
it just called it dubstep.
Yeah,
It didn't have a
absolutely.
different name.
Absolutely. I don't
And-
understand the difference between why someone will call something rhythm and then something dubstep.
I mean, it's the same, but that distinct.
Oh, absolutely.
It's kind of more repetitive. I don't know.
I feel like it's repetitive pretty much throughout like the whole like.
I know what you're saying.
Drop.
The whole set. I could do one for sure, and I think it would be fun. And I can see why other people don't like it because it's kind of repetitive and stuff. But like whenever I play, I'll probably play I'll do a few songs,
Yeah.
3 or 4 maybe,
Yeah.
and then go to some other shit. I might come back, but
absolutely.
definitely not the whole.
So something like that,
whole time.
totally love. I've totally heard some recent rhythm that has blown my mind. I mean, like I said, the stuff that Dub Loads has been putting out is incredible because his rhythm is not like the stuff that I'm hearing from like that Monix cat, or I've heard some stuff from Sudden Death where I'm just like, yo, like this just sounds like way too much. Like you got too much going on to try to make it as heavy and as hard as possible.
Yeah.
I can definitely get down to it at a set, but I'd probably only get down to it like you said, 3 to 4 songs. Have to change it, and then maybe come back if it was something like.
I like to mix a lot of rap in and
Oh,
stuff,
same.
so I'm
Dude,
not like.
I grew up a hip hop kid.
Dude, some people have been like saying they'll be like it's too much rap and stuff like that.
Who's saying that?
I mean, I'm not gonna say some shit.
No,
like
I mean
that,
you don't gotta
but,
put
like,
anyone on blast.
Yeah.
I'm more saying that.
But
As
yeah,
like,
just saying.
who doesn't like rap?
Yeah.
The
But
newer
just be
age
like-
stuff is obviously something you gotta like filter out. Absolutely. But dude, I still always try to mix in rap in my set.
Right.
I love rap.
Yeah.
Love
And it
it.
sounds good mixed over with
Oh,
some.
absolutely.
It's doing a live remix.
Oh,
or whatever.
absolutely. And then most of the time, like I said, it's running at anywhere from 65 to 70 to 75.
Yeah.
So like even like you can even play around, obviously 150 to 140, play around with it. I'll tell you who I've been really loving that I don't know if you're a fan of, but I've been following him since high school that is mixed in with a lot of my good trap and dubstep is Juicy J's new stuff.
Yeah.
Have you heard of any of his new stuff produced by the Suicide Boys?
I was about to say they did that whole album
That
or
whole
most
album.
of it.
Most of
there's
it,
like
yeah.
a couple songs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I listened to that shit.
Phenomenal, dude. Phenomenal
Yeah.
stuff to mix in.
Yeah,
So
I fuck,
good.
I fuck with them. They started their own little sub layer. Kind of. There's that whole
Their
wave.
subgenre.
Well, this is their whole wave, like Ghost Main, and
Yeah.
that's kind of in the same bracket.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then I don't know if you listen to Puya.
I've heard
Fat
a
Nick.
couple little bit of his. That didn't even make sense. I've heard a couple of his stuff, a
Yeah.
little bit of his music. I dig it. I like his kind of more like house party rap type vibes that
Yeah.
you listen to turn up.
Yeah.
I've also heard some stuff that I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I see that that's your style. But no, you're absolutely right. I know he's a
think
part of that
he-
whole scene.
I think he discovered Suicide Boys,
He did, didn't he?
and then he
He kind of brought
took them on tour,
Yeah, took them
and
on
then
tour,
they
yeah.
like blew. I think he's even like said he was like, I knew they were gonna be bigger than me or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Where did he come from?
Florida.
Florida. I thought he was from Texas. I don't know why I
Nah,
kept
he's
thinking he
from
was Texas.
Florida.
He's from Florida?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I fuck
He's
with.
got that whole like Post Malone vibe to him, where he's just kind of like he's like, I'm gonna make music that I like. Obviously, people are gonna dig, but like my image is who I am as a person. Like I don't need to like do all the flashy chains and you know what I'm saying, like the whole new like rap age where like your hair is 15 different colors or like look at 69 for example. Like fuck that dude. Like
You don't like him?
no, he's terrible.
I like some of his songs.
Are you a fan of him?
Yeah, I guess I would say I'm a fan for sure.
I think more along the lines, I haven't really heard too much of his music to say his music is terrible. I've heard things about him as a person.
Right, and
That's kind
there's
of
a
more
different
where
thing.
I'm getting more of my opinion of mine.
Yeah, I'm not. When it comes to that, I mean, I don't know, and I don't know him, and I
absolutely.
I really don't know.
You kind of just hear more of his
I mean,
side,
with his music, yeah, there's some songs I like, and there's some songs that I don't like.
Give me some songs that you would recommend to like check out.
There's one, the one called Poles, the one with Trippie Redd.
I know Trippie Redd.
It's an older one. They did a feature. They don't like each other anymore, but
Okay.
they did a song, came out about a year ago. That one's the shit. And then there's one with
Poles.
Yeah.
I already got a new one with Nicki Minaj that literally just dropped like 2 days ago.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
really
like that
good.
one that much.
I haven't heard it, but I've heard
It's softer.
from people
I
it's
like
really
his
good.
shit that he's like screaming and shit because it's just like straight energy.
It's heavy.
Yeah. There's some heavy shit.
Yeah.
Then there's one with Famous Dex. Do you know Famous Dex?
I do know Famous Dex.
There's him, Famous Dex, and there's like 1 or 2 more features or something, but that one's really good.
Nice.
And both of those songs are like over a year old.
Okay, so I only know his stuff that he's been putting out on iTunes or that I've seen like music videos with.
Yeah, these are on YouTube.
Okay, yeah, like the Gummo.
You'll fuck with the polls.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Then I'll check it out. Plus Trippie Redd did that song with Travis Scott, that Dark Knight Gummo. Have you heard that?
Yeah.
That's
actually, I have, but I can't
really
think
good.
of what it is.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of more of like you're like kind of slower, but it's definitely heavy. And that's why I first heard of him.
Yeah.
But I definitely like to mix in rap in my sets, man. I've been really, really liking like a lot of the new stuff that like Migos has just been on fire.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people, they have their haters, but
no, I fuck with them.
Oh, I've definitely fucked with him. You can't listen to him and be like, man, he's not only spitting bars.
They
but,
changed the whole game.
Catchy. Oh, absolutely changed the whole
With
game.
the ad-libs and shit.
Oh, the whole ad-libs is hilarious. And they coined it and made it theirs. Yeah, I know, right? And it's so good. I mean, shout out to all the moms out there that's always getting the love from me as I'm a mama. 'Cause you know they definitely love their mom. And I'll tell you who I'm really proud of, man, because I feel like he came out swinging super hard. I don't know what's your opinion on him, is Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah.
His Rolling Papers too.
I mean, I've always liked him. I've never been like the biggest fan, but there's definitely, there's a
Wiz
chill turn up tracks.
Yeah.
I mean, even the old ones that went fucking huge, like back in like 2009, 2010 and shit.
That's when I found him, when he was still doing
good.
mixtapes. Like he was doing like In the Cut and then like that whole mixtape, Burn After Rolling. Christian Orange Juice.
Yeah, his shit is cool.
His production is phenomenal, man. That whole team on Rostrum Records and Taylor Gang with Sledgerin and those guys, dude. Like that's a lot of stuff that I like to mix in my sets as well. You can't do a lot of his stoner stuff because it's obviously too slow.
That's what I'm saying. It's just really chill, cool stuff.
You can definitely get into like some of his.
He
stuff with
he just did a new song with Lil Skies.
Yeah, for real.
I like that one.
That one's good. And then the other one with that rapper that unfortunately just recently passed.
Who, XXX?
No, Jimmy Wap or Jimmy Wapo. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
It's called Blue Hundreds. It's It's like the 4th song on Rolling Papers 2. It's got.
No, I guess I didn't hear about it. Somehow.
Yeah, man. It's got Jimmy. Hold on, let's pull it up.
Lil Skies always reminded me. I was like, man, he reminds me of Wiz Khalifa.
He came out of nowhere.
Well, I was watching his shit like a year ago, or an interview. It might not have been a full year yet, but I watched like one of his first interviews, and I think it was when that Red Roses track came out.
Red Roses, okay.
Yeah, and then Cole Bennett did the vid, and if Cole Bennett does a video and puts it on his channel, then you're pretty much
yeah. So Jimmy Wapo. It's called Blue Hundreds.
Yeah.
If you haven't heard it yet, you need to go peep that shit. Rolling Papers 2. Wiz Khalifa came out swinging.
And then Wiz Khalifa.
It's super hard. It's very good. Very good.
Him and Lil Skies are coming on that breakaway thing.
Breakaway. That's going to be awesome. Shout out to Prime Social Events. I think they're the ones that are putting that on. I don't know how they're going to.
There's a whole team of people.
I don't know how they're going to do it at Bicentennial Mall.
So just one big fucking
like
grass.
Huge. Yeah. I played an event there for a charity last year. That was really cool. Called Best Buddies. It was like their 5K walk, but it was really cool.
Apparently, there's like a silent disco, and a lot of locals DJs are playing.
Really,
or something.
they did a silent. I didn't even see them mention anything about a silent.
I haven't seen it mentioned either, but
you playing on it?
No, I'm trying to. I sent an email today to whoever it is.
Do you know who is putting it together? Blake? Full Circle?
I don't know. They probably have something to do with
absolutely.
it. I think I just have to look at the flyer and see who's been sharing. I'm pretty sure they're teamed up.
There's been a lot of people sharing. I know like Steven, Showtime's been sharing it. Johnny's been sharing it. Nate's been sharing
They're probably all on it.
Yeah, probably.
They're probably
I wonder
all
how, like I said, I I originally sent an email to the Prime Social group from the website.
Yeah.
Actually, like talking about like how my buddy Escape, who I don't know if you know him, Tom. You know Escape?
I don't know.
I went to
don't think
college
so.
with him. Really cool dude. Kind of does more along the lines of what I would consider like the Soul Selection vibe.
Yeah.
If you've ever heard of any of those guys, and then as well as like 26 Carat. You heard of him?
No.
He played this Project Underground with Johnny at the
I know that.
Fairgrounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool. He has some really cool production stuff that I've heard that ended up like getting some big plays on like SoundCloud and stuff like that. But I know he's on it, and then some other local K-Baby, or it's like K-A-B.
Oh, KB?
Yeah, you know who that is?
Yeah, that's one of my good friends.
What kind of music does he do?
They do rap. Him and then my buddy Zinson.
That sounds familiar.
Zinson
too.
makes the beats. And
that sounds
dude,
really familiar.
they're some of my good friends. I was just kicking it with Zinson
Yeah,
last night.
They got their names on the flyers. So I haven't heard anything about the silent disco because I know it's a 2-day thing. So I know like that.
It'll probably be a separate little.
Yeah, that lineup has to be cut in half.
Yeah.
I'm super stoked about Wiz Khalifa coming back though, my dude.
All right, Lil Pump. What are you thinking?
Do you want me to be honest?
Sure, yeah.
Gucci Gang, I fell in love with for about a week. Now anytime I hear him, I'll turn his shit off.
Yeah.
I have had people try to show me some stuff that he's been featured in.
Yeah.
Gucci Gang I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
Then again, that whole repetitive, I don't even want to call it mumble rap because I'm not going to diss Young Thug like that because he's an OG.
Yeah.
And I love Young
It's
Thug.
crazy what people call mumble rap.
Exactly. And
I'm like, that's
do you
not
even
fucking
not
mumble
know
rap.
what mumble rap is?
They're not mumbling.
Yeah, they're not mumbling at all. Obviously, you've never heard of, or you don't know what the word mumble means. So I would have to say with Lil Pump, man, Gucci Gang stuck with me for about a week.
Yeah.
I've got some cool bass house and trap remixes to it. I have heard 2 more of his songs, but I always am just like, this shit is terrible.
Right.
What are your thoughts on Lil Pump?
Man, I'm a big fan.
You're a big fan?
I like a lot of his songs, yeah.
Then you're gonna have to share some me because I obviously trust your music opinion. I definitely would have to. You have to share with me some stuff.
Yeah,
that
for sure.
I haven't heard before. Because other than that, man, I've heard Gucci Gang, but that's pretty much the only one that I've actually sat down and be like, okay, I can listen to that.
Yeah, there's some other ones.
Didn't he come out with? Didn't he had a new one that just came out that kind of got some waves on like YouTube and iTunes, right? What's like a couple of his newest ones?
Fuck.
Because someone requested him Friday night at Kung Fu.
There was one called Eskedit.
Yeah.
And then there was
yeah.
his brand new one. I didn't like it that much, called Drug Addict.
That's the one That's the one they requested.
I didn't really like that one that much.
Yeah. Wasn't really.
If you listened to, did you hear it? Did you play it? Yeah,
I didn't play it
know.
Kung Fu, but I listened to it on my phone before I played it.
I don't know. The video's cool, Charlie Sheen, but
I haven't. Dude, the recent music videos that have been coming out lately are sick. But
yeah, for sure.
I'm definitely a fan of like some of the guys that are trying to make a wave come back. Like I said, like Wiz Khalifa dropped his Rolling Papers 2. I definitely love. What do you think about Rich the Kid?
There's a few songs. I haven't really like studied them too much, but I mean, definitely.
His new album, "The World Is Yours," is pretty good.
Yeah.
His song with Quavo,
I mean, I like
Offset is pretty solid. I haven't heard like too much more of his stuff to give him like a full like thumbs up or thumbs down, but I like his kind of vibe. And then, I mean, dude, I was really impressed with Post Malone's album.
Yeah.
Like, really impressed.
Well, his shit's like going like, I don't know.
Viral.
I just watched him like gain like 2 million Instagram followers.
That's insane.
Within the past like month or
Isn't
two.
it crazy? Like a year ago, he came out with like White Iverson, and really no one really knew who he was.
Yeah.
And then overnight,
That's how it
one
goes.
song, yeah.
You gotta be number one on SoundCloud.
Yeah, man.
That's
Absolutely.
what you gotta do.
Absolutely. SoundCloud's taking over, man. SoundCloud is doing really well for themselves.
Yeah. Well, let's get into some more like personal stuff.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
Like where did you come up with the name Khaos?
Man, so that was that's a funny story. So I was actually at a hardcore concert. I was seeing A Day to Remember.
Yeah.
At Rocketown back in the day with my good buddy Cole. And this is when I was really starting to kind of dabble into DJing, but really didn't know too much about it. I was all about the bands.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a lead vocalist or screamer in a hardcore band. That was what my ultimate music goal wanted to be. Came up with Chaos sitting outside of Rocketown with my buddy Cole because we were just listening to, I believe it was Norma Jean played before them. I don't know if you've ever heard of them. They put on an insane show. That
I know Norma Jean.
They are incredible. And I believe the lead singer at the time, like one of their last songs before they walked off stage, was talking about this is at the time at Rocketown when it was the shit, and you could actually mosh and have a good time and dance and not have to stand there with your hands in your pockets.
You can't mosh anymore?
No, dude, that place they have changed ever since they moved. Like,
well, somebody got hurt every time.
Oh, every time. But it was what you did. I mean, it was part of the culture. And so I remember what we were talking about when we walked out. I was like, yo, Cole, did you hear him say, like, that was like a night full of chaos or something like that? Or he was like, that was that set that what we did was like complete chaos.
That's dope.
And I kept hearing it over and over in my head, and I was like, I don't really know. And then I was like, well, how can I make it my own? And he was like, well, change some of the letters around. And you remember a couple years back with all like the Loud Pack and all like the trap artists where they change all the vowels,
to the
flip
V.
them upside down into the V's. So I was like, well, what could I do with Chaos? And he's like, well, just change the K. And I was like, I'm not the K, excuse me, the A.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, man, I wanted to as soon
not
as you
look
see
like
it,
that.
not look like that. As soon as you see it, know what it was. So I was like, I'm gonna flip the C to a K.
Yeah.
So I did that, and that's when I ended up coming up with it. And pretty much a lot of people asked me what it meant, and at the time, dude, like I didn't listen to really house. I didn't really listen to anything but dubstep.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, that was my love. I mean, I didn't want to go to a show unless it was heavy dubstep. Dr. P, Flux Pavilion, Rusko at the time, Datsik, R.I.P. to his whole career.
Yeah.
But back when Datsik was putting out things, back when Borgor was actually really good, Getter was coming up on the scene. I mean, those guys that were just doing 12th Planet, Kill the Noise, Must Die, like those guys that were just putting banger after banger.
AFK is playing Friday.
AFK, yeah, dude.
They got some good ones.
Sick. Yeah, that's gonna.
I haven't got my ticket yet, but.
You'll get one. You'll probably be guest listed. AFK is the homie dude.
Well, there's so much shit going on that night. There's
it's
that.
Nuts.
And then, do you know Liferoot?
Yeah.
He's playing with Magic of Science
I saw that.
at the end.
Right?
So that's both on the same night.
Yeah.
And then I think there's something over at the Further Farms this weekend.
What is that?
Further Farms, that's where they do Further Fest. It's this big, huge, open area like where you can camp and stuff. And
Word?
I think it's like an $80 thing for this weekend.
Okay.
It's like a
festival?
mini micro festival type
Word.
thing. Yeah.
They get any headliners or like just like mid-tier guys?
I can't remember. Further Fest, they usually get a couple headliners. I don't know who's throwing this whole thing. I don't know. I haven't even looked at it. I just know it's going down. So
yeah, I've been so busy with my weddings, man. I know what's on my calendar. I've been keeping up with what's going on locally, but I haven't really had a chance to dive into it.
Well, what are these residencies that you do that you need to name off? The current and then the new shit.
Yeah, so the current one right now I'm really proud of. It's a lot of fun. I wish, like I said, it could be kind of more of a club type environment, but the family there take care of me really well. And Kung Fu. So I'm at Kung Fu in Midtown on Division Street every Thursday night. I mix in on Fridays when the homie Rod kind of needs a break or when he's out of town or when they ask me to kind of spin in. And then I'm there Sunday nights as well. At
Every Sunday?
Every week.
I thought it was just Thursday. So
no.
damn.
So
that's
Thursday night at 10, Sunday nights at 9, and then like I said, I mix in on Fridays. Like I played this last Friday because Rod was out of town. So I like to mix in as much as I can on the weekends. I've been doing a lot more electronic there that's been getting a lot of like good vibes. Like I played 4 dubstep tracks that were like pretty heavy on Friday, and I was getting like a lot of love. The only problem
Depends
with that
on
place
which one.
Yeah, exactly. The only problem with that place is, man, it's what I would consider just a college bar.
Yeah, it's Midtown.
It's Midtown, exactly. People that go in think you're an iPod, and it's her best friend's bachelorette party. So, hey, can I hear Destiny's Child, Bootylicious, or something like that? And I'm in the middle of like playing like new RL Grime, or new like Migos or something like that, something that's current and popular.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I mean, I have an open format there, and they have a guideline that they want me to follow, and I always do really well with it. But I'm not going to kill my dance floor with bootylicious.
I'd be like, I'll put it on the list.
Yeah, I always say, hey, I'll play it later.
Yeah.
The people that really want to hear it, then that's when they start pulling out cash. Which,
oh damn,
that's when I'm like, yo, you take care of me, I'll play it. I'll take care of you. like for example, on Friday, this dude walks in with this whole crew of people, and it was like his girlfriend's birthday, and he's like, hey man, I really want to dance with my girl. Can you play Pony? And so I've got like a wave that I kind of do at Kung Fu. I like to try to start off kind of slow, and then when it starts peaking, kind of get more energy, and then kind of bring it down to get people at the bar, then more energy, kind of like that the whole way. And I was high in energy. Dance floor was packed. That area was packed.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, will you play Pony for me? And I was just like, don't get me wrong. Another wrong, little Genuine, little Pony. I hear it all the time. That's played at every freaking wedding. But he was like, if I tip you, will you play it? I was like, yeah, man, absolutely. He's like, how much? And I always like to kind of fuck with people. And I'm like, well, what do you think it's worth? And he was like, I got $40 for you. I goes, dude, I'll play it right now. So literally, he handed me 40, dog.
It's worth about a couple dollars.
Oh, absolutely. I was like, man, this dude really wants to hear it. So he handed me 40.
Wow.
Came back, brought me a
drink.
A drink, and I was like, yo, man, I'll play Pony like 5 times throughout the night. Obviously not literally, but so I just like faded out of whatever track I was in and immediately started Pony, but kind of like played around with it and like looped it for like 16 bars. And then like was like rolling with it, so like I would just kind of like see them over there, so they were like expecting it, and then as it was getting ready to drop, just like re-loop it, just to kind of like troll people, and then play out the whole song, and they all loved it and had a good time. And his girl came up to me and gave me a thank you and a hug, and I was like, yo, you gave me $40, dude, I'll play it.
I'll play any of it.
I'll play any of it,
You
dude.
just bought about 10 songs.
I know, right? I said you bought more than that. So then the one that I'm really proud of, man, that I'm hoping that you could come out to and kind of vibe out with me. I just got offered a residency at the Holston House.
Yeah.
It's not a club or anything. It's a rooftop pool.
It's at a hotel, right?
It's at a hotel, yeah. It's at a hotel on Broadway and 7th Avenue that I'm really excited about. It actually kicks off
Is it a new?
It's a new hotel, yeah. It's not even really, I think it's not even a year old. It
Right.
might be a year old. It's owned by Hyatt. But it's really cool, man, because it's like modeled what I would consider like after like a hotel or hostel in London or in Europe from
What's the capacity?
1900s.
What's
The capacity I think they told me is like 125. But
is it free?
yeah, tomorrow's free.
Okay.
Tomorrow's free. I'm almost kind of already sold out of all the tickets technically, but what it is that they're wanting to do bi-weekly pool parties.
So you're not doing it every
not every week,
every other week.
So it will be actually this Wednesday, and because if this one goes really well, they want to try it back to back. So it'll be this Wednesday, and then it'll be August 1st, so next Wednesday, and then it will separate to bi-weekly. And that's all the way pretty much until it's too cold to even be outside. But it's really cool, man. They got a gorgeous pool. The skyline.
What about when the pool's closed and it's still cool to be up there?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. They'll probably still do it. If it's not too cold for people to be around and I can still get people up there, they'll still do it.
Yeah, just nobody swim.
Yeah, no one will swim. It's not a big deal to swim. They've got a full bar that like literally takes up half of the pool area. They call it.
What are the prices like? Do you know?
They're
hotel pool prices.
They're a hotel, but I mean, dude, I could probably get drunk without spending over easily $75.
Yeah.
Or anybody really could. I mean, if you're coming in there to order Jack and Cokes, you'll probably pop like $7 to $8. I couldn't really see.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
See, I'm thinking double that.
Yeah. No, it's
14.
not gonna be like 14 to 15 to 16 now, because their bar they have top shelf liquor, and they've also got your middle tier, and then they've got their well stuff, and they got a lot of stuff on tap.
So that's the same one that Chi-Chi's doing too, right?
Yes, yeah. So shout out to the homie Christian McCollum getting that on there with me.
What day is he doing? Sundays?
He's doing Sundays, but he's doing a day thing. So
it's
we
during
both
the day.
have 4-hour sets. Yeah, so it's like a Sunday fun day thing.
Oh,
so we
that's
both have 4-hour sets. So mine's from 7 to 11.
That's a long
and,
set.
Yeah, it is. And then from 2 to 6 is what he's doing. So
I would probably want to split that up with a homie or something.
Yeah. Well, we've been talking about kind of doing that.
You guys could both split it with each other.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about doing. He's always telling me his Wednesdays kind of fluctuate with work, and I'm always free on Wednesday nights because, like I said, my work really kicks off Thursday through the weekend.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely always looking to maybe split it with a homie, someone who I know can. The thing that's
pool party shit.
Yeah, it's pool party type vibes. But
that's that Wiz Khalifa shit.
Yeah, exactly. They're also opening it up. Well, they have to open it up to the hotel guest. So we never really know what kind of hotel guest will be up there.
Yeah.
So I did their July 4th party. It went extremely well. Ended up like selling out. I went and played till like 1:15 in the morning. They actually had to like tell people I was done with music. They didn't kick anyone off the rooftop, but it started to die down later in the night because people were getting so drunk. So they had to get people out of the
Fucking
pool.
4th of July.
Yeah, 4th of July, exactly. But dude, the scenery and the sky top view, man, is incredible. It's sick. So if you're free tomorrow night, dog, I definitely want you to come out.
Well, we're doing that show, or I would definitely be there.
That's right.
Fuck it, next week.
What time are you doing that? What time does it start?
It starts at 8.
Okay. What time do you play?
I play last, so I play like 12:30.
Dude, then you can come through.
I could.
I'm done at 11. I mean, come through for like the first 2 hours. I've already sold like 100 tickets. So depending on, I mean, people will say, hey, I'm going and claim it on Facebook, and then I'll always either come up with an excuse or sort of say something like, I forgot or something.
Yeah.
So I don't always count on like the actual tickets. I count on really people like word of mouth, like, hey, I'm going to be there. And I've talked to a lot of people that are pretty excited about it.
We're checking out somebody, one of my friends, he got in contact with somebody somehow, and they're opening a new place over in Printer's Alley, and they're talking about doing a weekly. No, I don't think it's a rooftop. I think it's just in Printer's Alley.
You know what it's called?
No, I'm supposed to go check it out tomorrow. But, I mean, the only thing I was thinking about that is, like, it would be hard to get people to come down there and, like, find a place to park.
Oh, absolutely.
And then walk.
Downtown.
That's
what
I'm
Uber
saying.
is just taking over. They've completely
just think if you're like, all right, it's downtown. It just depends on what mood you're in. If
Oh,
you want to do
absolutely.
it, you want to do it. If not,
then you're not going to.
Yeah, exactly.
People are always real picky when it comes to stuff like that. And that goes also back to like talking about how our scene, we got a great local scene, man. I'd put our local scene up against just about anybody in the U.S., to be honest with you. It's the people outside of us as artists who we're trying to say, you know what, just commit to this, yo. It's $5, $10, $15. Come out, show some support. And
that's what you got to do.
Here's something different than what you're hearing every week on Broadway by either the same DJ or rotating DJs because they all have to stick to the same format.
I don't really go down there that much.
I'm hardly ever at Broadway. I'll go see like homies like 8am, and then I'll see like my buddy Brady Tidlow, and then my other buddy Adam Warfield. The guys that I know that can also like mix in electronic and also make it sound good. And I'll tell you another cool spot, man, that I think I really want to try to get into is Valentine. Valentine's a cool
Where's
spot.
that at? I've seen it.
It's on Broadway, unfortunately. But
is it a hotel?
No.
Bottom of a hotel?
It's a bar.
Okay, I've just seen this big V somewhere.
They've got four stories of it. The rooftop is phenomenal. Little small, really cool, though. Overlooks all of Broadway. Super cool. That's another cool spot. Other than that, man, Broadway is just tourist. Let me throw as much country music down your throat as I possibly can.
That's what they
for
want.
30
Fuck
minutes.
it.
I know.
Oh, well.
Not me, man.
It's all good.
I'm originally from Texas, so I'm good on country music, man. I'm good on country music.
Well, what's your setup? What kind of gear do you bring whenever you're doing?
Yeah, so I normally try to like to play on CDJs if they're available, the Nexus 2000s or the newest ones. But right now, I just upgraded. And I got a DDJ SX3, and that thing's pretty sick. 4 channels, can run. It's also really cool, man.
You plug your USB into it?
Yeah, just plug a USB. No, you can't plug a USB into it. You're running off your laptop.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the only downfall when it comes to some Pioneer controllers. You don't have the record box capability or the
Is that
screens.
what you use? Record box?
I use record box when I'm playing on CDJs,
Yeah.
or a controller that will take a USB. I use Serato when I'm playing. I used to learn and dabbled around a lot with Tractor. I had a buddy that taught me originally when I was first playing.
Yeah.
I had a little S2. Tractor's a cool program, man. I really liked it.
That's what I use.
I switched over to Serato so long ago that I just don't think I would ever leave. I'm integrated in the program. Definitely love Tractor though.
Yeah.
I could play on it if I wanted to.
Yeah.
I like the controllers that they also have for it as well.
Yeah.
Like how you're also allowed to integrate like MIDI controllers and still play with off the Tractor and stuff.
Yeah,
you can't really do that with Serato.
You can't?
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's kind of my setup. My favorite thing, like I said, to use is by far CDJ. It's just the amount of things you could do with them, whether it be on the mixer or able to link 4 decks together at one time, playing from one USB, switch from CDJ to vinyl mode. You just have all those features, man, where you can just find and put stuff in order via key or BPM, which you can do on Tractor and Serato as well. But at the same time, I mean, it's the industry standard.
It is, yeah.
That's kind of really what.
But if you show up with your own shit, you can always run in.
Absolutely. And I feel like
just depends on if you want to travel with a stick,
or a
laptop, fucking
or
all kinds of shit.
Exactly. I feel like convenience-wise, it's easier, and I'm happy that I learned and know CDJs really well. But the downfall of them is if you don't know them, you don't know whose they are, or they had to be refurbished.
There'll be a fucking
or if they're just like absolutely old or terrible, and you get up there and try to play a set, and they just like malfunction on you the whole time, and it makes you look like you're an idiot. You don't know what you're doing.
Yeah,
that can kind of get frustrating. So I love my new controller, man. I've got a good hookup at Guitar Center. I'm a GC Pro member, and dude, Serato and Pioneer have collaborated and made some sick new stuff. Like the SZ, and then like I said, the SX, and then like their newer ones that they've even brought out are phenomenal. What are you running in there? What is that, a Newmark?
I have the it's a Newmark 4-track, and it's old, man. They don't even make.
I used to play on the Newmark Mixtrack Pro.
Yeah, the little. Yeah, I think that's what I learned on. Yeah,
I could literally kick it and it would fall apart.
Oh shit!
Mine
never fell apart.
Well, it didn't. It wasn't like, it was just the basic of the basic of the basic of the basic.
I gave mine away to somebody who was trying to learn how to DJ.
Yeah. I ended up just like selling mine for like $75.
Yeah, I wish I still had it. They're cool.
They were so much fun. I mean, literally, like,
this is just the big boy version of that. It's
exactly.
a 4-deck, and it's like, I don't know, but they don't even make them anymore, and you have to have. They don't make updates for your computer. Like, your computer has to have like, this is like 10 point something. It's like, if I updated my computer, it wouldn't work.
So the driver doesn't even exist.
Exactly, the drivers.
Anymore.
Yeah, they don't make it. The only ones they have is for very certain software. And
are you just really happy with that controller, or do you want to like upgrade eventually when you?
No, I mean, I like it. The other one is the Tractor. The what is it? The S4.
Yeah, I played on that many times.
Man, my friend has one. I liked it. It's smaller.
Yeah.
But it's not as good as that one.
It's only running like 2 channels too, isn't it?
No, it's the 4.
Still running 4 channels.
Yeah, it's the 4. But it's just not the same. There's a couple things on the one I use that are a lot better, but mine's way heavier and it's bigger. And shit keeps breaking on it, but I'll just get another MIDI piece and just MIDI out the broken shit. And because it's old, man.
Yeah.
That's actually the backup one that you saw. The other one's in this case back here.
Oh, okay.
That one. I got it from Stir Fry.
Shout out to Sterling, man.
Yeah, he sold me the Road case, and then he's like, "Here's the old mixer." He's like, "It's kind of janky, but you could use it for parts."
I remember watching him play on that. We used to do stuff together at Tempt.
Yeah.
I used to have the oh man, the Newmark S7.
Yeah.
Remember that one, the black and red one?
Yeah, it's big.
Yeah,
it's like 700.
Yeah, like
$700.
Yeah, like this one, like literally this size.
Yeah, I used to be in the game for shopping around,
absolutely.
But
it ended up getting stolen when I moved to Memphis out of the back of my car, and my car was locked.
They broke.
Ended up getting stolen. Yeah, didn't bust out a window or anything, but just like somehow
popped the thing open.
Popped it. And
you can do that pretty easy. I've seen.
It's crazy how easily you can do it.
I mean, you just have to have you take the little thing, it's like thin, you shove it in the door, and then they pump it full of air, and it kind of gives them a crack, and they stick the thing in there,
like a coat hanger or just
they have this hook that they use. It's basically, you could be it's like a fucking big ass coat hanger, and you just
I've seen that. Yeah,
it's just a stick with the hook on it and shit that they stick in there,
just pop it.
Pop
the lock. Yeah, and so that's what I had for a long time. One of my good buddies, you know Mike Ill?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Mike still plays on it. So every time I see him bringing it,
he's got your
shit.
shit.
Yeah, he doesn't have mine exactly, but he has that one.
Man, I don't know what I would get.
Brings back nostalgia.
At this point, I would just buy. If I'm still using this computer, I would just buy another one of those. But eventually, I'm gonna have to buy a new MacBook.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I'll fucking figure out what I'm gonna do.
What are you gonna do from there? Dude, Pioneer's been putting out some solid stuff, man. I'm really, really happy.
I feel like Newmark usually is the one that goes with Tractor.
Yeah, they are.
They make the most.
Pioneer. Can you do Pioneer with Tractor?
I'm sure you could. You just have to download.
Probably have to download a driver for it.
Yeah. You'll have to, and some mappings and shit. Make sure that shit's always a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, absolutely. I've also had a couple friends that I've seen and did a lot of stuff where they played sets via Ableton. where they would.
I've done a few live shows doing that back in the day.
I've never had the opportunity to even. I've produced a little bit on Ableton and collaborate a little bit on Ableton, but never been able to put a show together on Ableton.
It's a lot harder
A lot harder. I don't really understand even how you do it.
Dude, you can change the BPM and shit.
I know you're able to do it with like an APC 40 or an APC 20.
I've got one of those. I think I was just using something else completely though.
Yeah, and you can literally just like link I believe link the tracks together to end up playing off of it. But I mean,
there's an A side and a B side as well.
Yeah.
And once you get the crossfader, you know,
you can kind of just fade in between.
It's just so much different. I like the fucking like digital.
Oh, I do too. I like being able to mix, man. I like being able to add. I know you can do like your effects and stuff with Ableton as well. I just like the feeling of like mixing, like beat matching, key matching, hopping from deep house to dubstep within like 5 songs.
Yeah.
Just that ability to do so. One thing I do kind of maybe want to try to teach myself is turntables.
Yeah.
I have a lot of respect for the cats that still play on.
It'd be a lot harder just to pick a song out.
Oh,
You're like,
absolutely. Yeah.
And then you have to have all your shit.
Yeah.
Fucking like, they have that special tape you can put on there. Yeah. And I guess you can put down like the BPMs of each song and where the song starts. Yeah.
I'd always like to try to go back and do it, but I mean, you know, now like even with Serato DJ, I mean, they've just got your vinyl records where you can still use like Serato. And just straight spin off like the original, just like Serato vinyls. You're still using your MP3s on your computer, but you're playing with turntables.
They have like these little machines like to find your BPM. You listen to a song and sit there and click it.
Click it. Yeah.
And it tells you.
Imagine back in the day having
every song.
That's I believe.
You're like, oh, I got a 4-hour pool party.
Yeah, I know, right? Dude, I'm gonna hire someone to be sitting there just collecting all the BPM.
You have all these records. All right, which songs do I want to play?
I know, right?
That looks like a good one. All right. Yeah, I guess you could write down the BPM on the back of your record or something.
Well, you remember like the older, before these, of course, when CDs came out, guys were able to buy like the Newmark. I don't remember what they were called, but you were able to actually put like CDs.
Yeah, like they were still CDJs, right?
Yeah, I believe they were like CDJs.
Yeah, I've seen some
CDJs.
I've seen some CD.
Put CDs, the discs.
I've seen some
inside of them.
I think, because you could have the ability to, do that or USB.
Yeah.
I've seen some. This might be newer ones that where they added USB and shit. But
before the 1000s came out, because I've seen like 2 people play on before. I can't remember. It was back in the day when I was playing like some local stuff with a couple friends, but like some of the older veteran cats, like just cases of CDs. And they weren't even like the original CDs. They were all burnt. So they were all written on with a Sharpie.
One of the guys that got me into rhythm and shit, his name's Shivers with a Z, and he uses CD like in all this. Have you heard of Get Darker? It's like they would do live. And it would be like a 4 or 5 hour stream, and they have hundreds of episodes and shit, and I would just watch that shit. And most of them, they use CDs. Like, I guess some of them were doing USB, but I mean, a lot of them, they had a fucking CD book, and they're looking through. And like, this is like 2013, 2014 when I was watching.
Wow.
He still might do that. I don't know.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
I didn't even know rhythm was around back then.
It just wasn't called that, I guess.
Wasn't called that, yeah.
I mean, it was just like some of the hardest beats I ever heard. I was like, oh shit.
Absolutely.
I was getting into some real underground shit.
Yeah.
Most of it was overseas.
Like UK?
Yeah.
Their bass scene is
those were definitely UK.
Yeah, probably grime. That was probably like the dub plates.
There's a lot of grime shit in there, yeah. I got into grime through that shit specifically. Yeah. There's a lot of good grime stuff. It's cool.
I fell in love with some grime stuff when I started hearing more stuff by like Rusko's old stuff, Dodge and Funsky, when they used to do like they were more drum and bass, but they also would have some dub plates.
Yeah. And
then obviously like the legends like Dr. P, Flux, who was Example? You remember him? Example. No. Yeah. He like older cat that like really was putting out some like heavy shit that I've never heard of before, but it had that like Jamaican feel, but it was like obviously the UK accent. But like I said, it was just straight dub plate, straight grime. Like I'll send you some stuff that I used to listen to back in the day from like Example. That was really cool. Yeah. And then who were some of the older cats? I can't remember. They're like some of the original dudes on like Circus Records.
Oh, okay.
Like some of the original guys that used to do stuff together. That's when I really started understanding a little bit more about grime, and then dub plates, and then obviously dubstep, and then which then led to like drum and bass, which then led into more like back into grime. So
Yeah.
I kind of got like the full library of it. But I got a question for you, man.
Yeah.
Since you're a big bass kid like me, what do you feel like? Like if you were to put it into a category, like 2 years span, what do you think has been, or what were the best years for dubstep?
Shit, I don't know, man. It's still going. What do you mean? What did the best music come from?
Yeah, like no, like what years was just dubstep? Like that was the dubstep that was coming out was just like prime, like just like you could still play to this day, and then people would still lose their shit.
I mean, I like all the old like '08 classics, like I don't know, a lot of that old Caspa shit, Caspa and Resco, the old, Scream,
yes.
Scream, and then
Scream,
Binga,
yep, those are some of the guys that I was thinking of.
I like all that shit, and then there's some older stuff like Chrome Star.
Never heard of that before.
It's some good shit. It's got that gritty sound to it.
Nice.
Man, yeah.
So
I don't know.
Say like
all
08, 09?
I mean, some of that shit even came out in like 07. I don't know.
See,
It's hard to pick favorites.
No, I know.
Honestly, it's just hard to pick favorites. Just like if somebody asked me what's my favorite movie, I'm like, I don't know. I like a lot of movies,
Same, absolutely.
It's just
hard to
hard.
narrow it down.
I don't know. There's still some good beats coming out right now.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
I'm just thinking legendary shit that you can still always play is gonna be some older like
absolutely. Well,
Scream and shit.
I would say for me that since I really didn't know, I know this artist to this day. I didn't really listen to it that much back in 07, 08. I was sophomore, junior in high school. So like I said, I was a metal kid, hardcore kid. Didn't really know too much about electronic music. When I fell in love with it, 2009 through 2011, I really started discovering some dubstep. And I feel like the years for me where I really was just like, okay, this is my genre. This is what I want my Chaos project to be about.
Yeah.
Was probably 2010 through 2012, in my opinion. Like that was, I believe, when Skrillex was like still putting out like some of his
fucking legendary hits.
Legendary hits. Like all of them. Like, I mean, Scary Monsters, Nice Sprites, that whole EP, and then when the first of the year came out, the Equinox, that was incredible. I mean, that's when I first discovered Zed's Dead.
Yeah.
I first discovered Dr. P, Flux Pavilion, 12th Planet.
See, they've all been around since before that.
Exactly, I know. But that's when I really was like starting to like choose electronic music over anything else. That makes sense. I've always had a wide variety of music taste, but for me, I feel like that's when I really was like, this is the shit. This is it. Like, this is what I love. This is what I want. This is what I fell in love with. I'll tell you one of my favorite groups that I used to get down to, and they're from the UK, man, because they kind of like incorporated like the rock, like live music band with like electronic was Mode Step.
Yeah.
You remember those cats?
Yeah.
They used to put out some incredible fucking shit. I recently have heard some stuff by them. I think they broke up a little bit, but like some of their older stuff was just insane. Like those were the years for me where I was just like, electronic music's it. This is it. This is it. I mean, I'll always will go back to my metal days and hardcore days and pop punk, Blink-182 days, but for me, that was the years when I was just like engulfed with it. Like, I fell in love, man. I miss those days.
I'd always wanted to do music and like hip hop and shit, and then I finally went to like my first rave, and then there was all kinds of different genres. There was a DJ for like every genre and shit, but it was like the first time I heard dubstep and shit, and it was I mean, it was just crazy, and I was like, damn, these don't have lyrics. I was like, I've never fucking thought about just music without lyrics and shit. I'm like, all right, I've always been interested in making beats and shit. Like, my brother bought me like a drum machine and shit, and I mean, I was like, all right, cool, now I can, like, it doesn't have to be rap, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
I, like, heard something that I like.
Absolutely.
But it's just weird, you know, I just didn't, it's not like I heard, like, happy hardcore and was like, yes, this is,
exactly.
this, I want to make this. And shit.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
no, this other shit is heavy.
Heavy.
Like, yeah.
And the thing that I think that I loved more about anything than with dubstep is obviously, and you know this too, coming from that kind of background, man, is the drop. I mean, that's what I just was just, like I said, fell in love with, man. That just big build up, and then just the floor would just fall out, and it would just be just wonky.
And especially when you heard like a good mashup, like I remember
absolutely.
like Lil Wayne, Millie,
Yes.
mixed over with one of Datsic's songs. It was just like, that would be like the song I would show people that had never heard anything, and they would be like, oh,
This
like they would
is
go crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's crazy that music has that effect, and especially that's what the effect that it had on most people. Some people were like, fuck this. You know, some people didn't like it.
Yeah.
Like they rejected it. And
Yeah,
like, fuck this. I like lyrics only. And fuck that. It's on
I
the.
can't dance to it. That's what I always hate when people say I can't dance.
I always
to
thought
this.
it was the easiest to dance to.
Absolutely, because it's got rhythm. And yeah. And then,
If anything,
you can literally understand each part of the song. Understand the intro into the chorus, whether there be a chorus or a melody, into the build up, then into the drop, and then back into the chorus or melody, and then the outro. I mean, you understood every part of that entire song. You knew what was coming, and you expected it to come. And then when it did come, you're orgasmic. Orgasmic is what I always used to call it.
Yeah.
Just overwhelming.
Well,
That's when I started discovering like Bass Nectar, back when he was doing like his Time Stretch and that other stuff. Not like a Bass Nectar like fucking cult head like he's got now, which I totally respect. Dude's got a great image. He's got a great positive message. But there are other artists out there.
Yeah.
Other than Bass Nectar.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, some people go through certain phases,
oh,
or some people like him forever.
Through so many phases in
I've seen him. I've seen him a bunch of times, mostly on New Year's. But I usually go to. I've been to all those for every New Year's for a minute.
I never got to catch a single one in Nashville, man, because I was either booked or really just didn't find.
They're fun. It's
I know.
fun.
Absolutely. I've seen videos. I've seen pictures. I've played.
And it's big. It's big for Nashville too.
Huge.
It was so cool.
Like 4 years in a row, he had a contract.
I think it was
in
5.
Arena. 5 years. In a row? Man, I mean,
it was so funny seeing that shit. Seeing that shit let out.
Oh my
and
God.
everybody looks crazy
Just
to
dead.
Broadway.
To Broadway.
Dude, we're coming out of there, and then you just see drunk people like
Yeah.
dropping hot dogs
Yeah.
and fucking.
And everyone's just either like rolling. Or like
and you got all these cowboys and shit.
Cowboys,
and then it just fucking human glow sticks walking around.
Yes, exactly.
It was great.
I played a couple of the unofficial after parties in Nashville. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
First time I saw him though, man, where I really was like, he's absolutely incredible, was at Tomorrow World in Atlanta. The first time I saw him was at Tomorrow World in Atlanta, and I was just like,
That was probably dope. Atlanta's gonna throw it down.
Sick. Yeah, it's a festival. It was the first. It was either first or second year. I think he was there all 2 years in a row. It's either the first year they did it or the second year they did it.
Yeah.
And it was on the stage that they built right next to the river that flowed through the Chattahoochee Hills. And dude, I was fucked up.
Yeah.
Not on like any sort of drugs or anything, but just like drinking.
Yeah.
And like it was just an experience of a lifetime.
Yeah.
I still got videos and pictures from it.
That's
but no,
insane.
yeah, I never got to experience the ones at Bridgestone Arena, man. I wish I did.
Yeah.
I really do wish I did.
Well, we're sitting at like an hour 10 hour.
We can wrap it up, man. I know you're tired.
I'm not. I mean, no. I'm just saying we've got a lot down. Do you want to shout out anything other than fucking come to Kung Fu Thursdays and Sundays?
Yeah, absolutely.
And other than your pool part, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously, shout out to like all my friends, like all the friends that are keeping the local scene strong. You, myself, Johnny. I mean, I've mentioned it many times.
Yeah.
Nate, the homies, Finders Keepers, Austin, Joseph. I mean, our local scene has been phenomenal, and also the guys that have been putting it together, John Avery, Dex, Josh Wilsdorf, even some of the older guys, Blake Atchison, Full Circle. The people that are putting together Breakaway, which, like I said, there's some like
it's all its own little scene.
Yeah, like we've got our own little scene going, and like I said, I'd put us up against any locals honestly in the U.S., I feel like we'd hold our own. Mainly want to shout out to the people that aren't in the scene as an artist or a DJ or a producer, but who just comes out and loves the music.
Have fun.
And has fun. Like, you guys are the reason why we continue to do this. You're the reason why I continue to do this, and I'm a dad.
Yeah. You got.
I've got a bigger, much more important responsibility to look at and handle and deal with. So, I mean, I'm big thank you to everyone who's taken a sticker or taken a picture with me or come out to a show or has supported in any sort of way. It's why we do this. It's why we continue to try to make this happen.
You got to think about the people that are in an office or wherever the fuck they are, and then all day. Nobody fucks with the fucking electronic shit.
Yeah,
and then they get into this fucking club scene, and it's just everyone loves the fucking.
Everyone loves it, man. Everyone's friendly. People don't fight.
Everything's
you don't
weird.
Worry about, everything's
weird shit going on.
Weird shit going on. There's clicks, but there's not clicks, and then there's people who you can talk to, and there's some people who are just so tweaked out of their mind. Like, you're like, hey, if I have a conversation with this person, I'm either going to get a 50-minute light show or they're not going to stop talking to me the whole night. But, I mean, like you said, people who are stuck in offices all night
or just
long.
wherever. Just somewhere.
Wherever. I mean, warehouses, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, anywhere like that, and then come out and support us for the scene is fantastic. And then also want to shout out to the parents that I've met a couple of them that have been coming out and showing love to.
Oh, nice.
Coming out and showing love to their kids. Like,
Mama!
Yeah, I know, right? Mama! Like, my mom is one of my biggest supporters, man. And she's been and have seen and have met some major headliners and been to some major shows that I've played. And has always just showed support. The outside world, I feel like, views this as like this drug culture. The people who are in the world. Yeah, like news outlets and media.
You've seen some funny videos.
Yeah, I've seen some hilarious videos and seen stories on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah.
But it's also the parents who want us to be happy and want to support us for what we love and what we do. So shout out to all the mamas! and obviously the dads out there that are showing love, man. And then the females in the scene too, man. We got some upcoming females that are trying to make a move and some that have been in the game as well, like.
You talking about mixing?
Yeah, like mixing.
We're playing. We got this girl Crippa playing tomorrow.
Nice. I don't even know who that is.
I don't know how old she is. 20, 21. I don't know how old she is. But she's been doing some things, and she was actually running the sound at Back Corner when we played the other night. She's like, I guess, backup when Kyle's not there, and then she was.
Cool name.
Yeah, I mean, I saw her play at. She does
She good?
Yeah, she's good. She plays a lot of weird shit. It's like underground.
Very, very popular, actually, genre right now in electronic music. Is
the weird shit?
The weird bass, yeah.
Yeah, I fuck with it.
Yeah, I've heard some stuff that I really can.
It's funny we both know what we're talking about. The weird bass.
Absolutely.
But yeah, she's definitely one that I would shout out. And then you're probably talking about Lucy from the Grande team.
Yeah, Lucy from the Grande team. My homegirl. Oh my gosh. Don't draw a blank right now. Jane Dupree.
Yeah, she's been doing.
Yeah, she's been doing it for a while.
She's been doing it for a minute.
Doing it for a while, but she's the homie. She's fantastic. She's a great DJ, great personality, great character, great stage presence about her. And then even like some of the girls that are kind of in like the electronic pop scene who aren't really DJing but providing like vocals for like producers like us and who are still willing to. Hey, this is not really my genre, but hey, I like what you're doing. I'm going to contribute my talents to it. So, like, shout out to all the people that continue to support, man. That's where it's at, in my opinion, is the support outside of us as a close-knit DJ group is the people that continue to fuel us to keep us going. Yeah. That's the main thing for me, man, that I've always tried to show appreciation for.
Well, we got a lot of good shit. This has been the Khaos interview. And
shout out to the homie ChalkTalk, man.
ChalkTalk.
Thanks, Steven, for having me, dude. It's been good hanging, chatting about music and just stuff we've grown up with, life and in general, and just kind of how music just brings us all together, dude. It's a universal language. It'll forever be around to the end of time. Shout out to music.
ChalkTalk.
ChalkTalk. ChalkTalk. ChalkTalk.